In this video, we're going to be talking about determinants of a 2x2 matrices. In the right hand corner, we have the formula, which is AD, you multiply A and D minus multiplications of B and C. So in this example, we have 2, -5, 8, and -7. So according to the formula, we're going to multiply A and D. So we do it by cross multiplication, and we do -5 and 8. So next step, we'll go ahead and multiply. So we're going to do 2 times -7 minus -5 times 8. So go ahead and do this one. 2 times -7, positive times a negative, so it'll be a -14, negative, and then we do -5 times 8, a negative times a positive is going to be -40. -40. So then we're going to go ahead, turn this into a positive, and this is going to be a negative. So then you're going to have two of the same signs. You have -14 plus a -40. So you're going to have your answer to be -54. So that would be your answer for this example of a 2x2 determinant. In this example, we have -3, -5, -9, and -6. In the formula on the right hand side, you can see it's AD. You're multiplying A and D minus multiplication of B and C. So we're going to go ahead and multiply -3 and -6, cross multiply. Now we're going to multiply -5 and -9. So we're going to go ahead and multiply -3 times -6 minus -5 times -9. So we're going to go ahead and multiply this. So negative times a negative is going to be a positive. 6 times 3 is going to be 18. 18 minus negative times a negative is going to be a positive. So this is going to be 9 times 5 is going to be 45. Then you're going to go ahead and turn this positive and this negative. Then you're going to have two different signs. You have a positive and a negative. And you're going to go ahead and see what's bigger, 45 or 18. 45, so what's in front of 45 is going to be a negative. So your answer is going to be a negative. So when you subtract now, because you have two different signs, 45 minus 18, you're going to get 27. So that is your answer for this problem. If you haven't done so yet, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to go ahead and try doing this problem, you can go ahead and pause the video now and try to solve the problem on your own. The formula is on the right hand side, like I said. You multiply A and D minus B and C. And you can go ahead after and press play and see if you got it right or wrong. And if you did any mistakes, you can go ahead and correct them at this time. Okay, so we know we're going to multiply A and D. So we're going to go ahead and multiply, like I said, across 3 times 10. And then we're going to multiply B and C, which in this case would be -7 and +4. So now we're going to go ahead and do 3 times 10 minus B, which is -7, multiplied by 4. So we're going to do 3 times 10 is going to be 30 minus -7 times 4, negative times a positive is going to be -28. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, turn this into a positive, and then this turns into a positive. So then we have two, they are the same, two positive numbers, so your answer is going to be a positive, and you're going to go ahead and add. So 30 plus 28 is going to give you 58. In this example, we have -4, -5, -7, and -6. So once again, we're just going to go ahead and cross multiply. We're going to multiply A and D. And we're going to go ahead and multiply B and C, which is -5 and -7 in this problem. So we're going to get ahead and solve it. So we got -4 times -6 minus -5. And we have -7. So we got negative takes a negative and a positive. 6 times 4 is 24. Minus a negative takes a negative is positive. It's going to be 35. So then we're going to go ahead, switch this off. It becomes a positive, and this is going to be a negative. We have two different signs. We have a positive and negative. So we're going to go ahead and subtract. What number is bigger? 24, 35. 35. So we're going to use the negative sign. So our answer should be a negative. And when we subtract 35 from 24, it's going to go ahead and give us 11. So your answer is going to be -11. In this example, we're using 7, 3, 3, and -8. We're going to go ahead and look at the formula on the right hand side. We're multiplying A and D minus multiplication of B and C. So we're going to go ahead and cross multiply 7 and -8. And we're going to go ahead and multiply 3 times 3. We're going to go ahead and multiply 7 times -8 minus 3 times 3. So 7 times -8 is going to give us -56. And then 3 times 3 is going to give us 9. Then we're going to go ahead and turn this into a positive, and then this is going to be a negative. So then we have two of the same signs. We have two negatives. So we're going to go ahead and add them, and we should have -65. So that should be your answer. This example, we're using 6, 9, -2, and 6. So we're going to go ahead and multiply, cross multiply. We're going to multiply 6 times 6. And we're going to go ahead and multiply 9 times -2. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 6 times 6 minus 9 times -2. So 6 times 6 is going to be 36 minus 9 times -2 is going to be -18. So then we're going to go ahead, turn this into a positive, turn this into a positive. They're two of the same signs. We have two positives. So we're going to go ahead and add them. 36 plus 18 is going to give us 54. That's our answer. Thank you for watching, and don't forget that if you have friends that need help with determinants on 2x2 matrix, don't forget to share.